index is up 20, and the NASDAQ is up 61 points, both a little more than 0.5% gains. Jeff Claybo, WTOP Money.
Thanks, Jeff. 1026.
What would it take for you to get a tattoo you didn't want? $1 million? How about 1 million socks? I'm Randy from Bombas. When me and my business partner Dave, how's it going, quit our jobs to start a sock company, Bombas, we wanted to make the best socks in the history of feet. No more annoying seam, no more falling down your leg, added arch support. You get the idea. And what's better than creating the best socks in the history of feet? Sharing them. This is what we do. 1 pair purchased equals 1 pair donated to those in need. Our dream was always to donate 1 million pairs. We thought it would take 10 years. That's why Dave said, when we donate 1 million pairs of socks, I'll get a tattoo to celebrate. But then something happened. People loved our socks. And instead of 10 years, it only took 2.5. 1 million pairs. And 1 Bombas tattoo on my arm.
Feel the most comfortable socks in the history of feet by going to bombas.com/topnews and get 20% off your first order. That's BOMBAS.com/topnews.
I'm Kiara Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. We couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 703-WEBSITE. That's 703-WEBSITE, or visit AmericanEagle.com. They'll help you build a digital mindset.
Federal employees, September 30th is around the corner. Meet your training objectives before the fiscal year ends at Graduate School USA. Visit graduateschool.edu/year-end.
It's 1028.
Traffic and weather on the 8s and when it
They
breaks.
still have problems on the Beltway in Maryland. If you're on the outer loop of the Beltway, delays from St. Barnabas Road headed toward Branch Avenue. This is a work crew taking the 2 right lanes. Still some lingering volume on the inner loop coming from Route 1 in College Park toward 201 Kenilworth Avenue, but the crash has been cleared out of the roadway. Also seeing volume on the Beltway in Virginia. Inner loop now solid from the toll road headed across the American Legion Bridge with the lanes open. Back in Maryland, outer loop near 29 Colesville Road, the broken down vehicle quickly moved over to the shoulder, so the travel lanes are open, but it may cause a bit of a distraction. Also in Maryland, Route 3 south of 32, a report of a crash. Westbound 32, the ramp to southbound 95, the crash was along the right side. And southbound 270, seeing delays headed past 109 at the truck skills, the emergency work in the left lane causing the delay. Also delays getting past 118 where there may be a work zone set up. If you're in Virginia on westbound 66, the new problem before 28 in Centerville, this is a crash in the right lane. Eastbound 66 delays through Manassas. It is near the Manassas Rest area. The work was set up in the left lane. Then delays from Nutley Street toward the Beltway and inside the Beltway getting past Washington Boulevard. Evergreen Mills Road north of Black Branch Parkway in Leesburg. You're under police direction for the crash. Southbound George Washington Parkway solid headed past 123 where the work is in the right lane. And northbound 95 still in major delays out of Fredericksburg into Stafford. Before 6:30 in Stafford, the left lane blocked for the emergency work from an earlier wreck. American Military University now offers doctoral education for strategic intelligence and global security professionals who are inspired to lead their field. Push your mind at amuonline.com. I'm Rita Kessler, WTOP Traffic.
Temperatures are likely to be right around 90 degrees for today, tomorrow, and Thursday before we turn cooler and less humid for the weekend. Today's high 90 with a 20 to 30% chance of some thunderstorms. 92 and humid tomorrow with a likelihood of strong thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon. And then high at 91 on Thursday and 88 Friday. I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Chuck Bell for WTOP.
82 degrees with highs around 90 today.
From Richmond to Baltimore, from the Chesapeake to the Shenandoah, this is WTOP, Washington's top news, on air and online at WTOP.com.
Good morning, I'm Deborah Feinstein, along with Mike Chikaitis at the editor's desk. Coming up, President Trump planning a trip tomorrow to visit victims and families of 2 weekend
Mitchell Miller today on the Hill.
Nobel Prize-winning author Toni Morrison has died. It's 10:31. President Trump set to travel to the two communities in mourning following this weekend's mass shootings, but not everyone wants the president to visit.
President Trump is expected to travel to El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio on Wednesday. The trip comes just days after both of those communities became the site of the latest mass shootings in America. But not everyone is welcoming the visit. Representative Veronica Escobar, a Democrat who represents El Paso, says the president should stay away and consider that his words played a role in the shooting. Jordan Phelps, ABC News, the White House.
The mayor of El Paso, who has disagreed with the president's stance on a border wall, says he will greet the president when he arrives. Meantime, there's a lot of talk about gun legislation from members of Congress following the deadly shootings, but there are few signs that any new measures will be passed anytime soon.
Connecticut Senator Richard Blumenthal is among the Democrats who have called on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to take action.
Lead or get out of the way. Call us back today.
There's no sign, however, that lawmakers will go back in session. West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, a Democrat, and Republican Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania spoke with the president about their background check legislation, and there's also separate gun legislation from Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy. But there's been little movement on the measures, and two House bills, including one that would provide universal background checks that were passed earlier in the year, have not gone anywhere in the Senate. On Capitol Hill, Mitchell Miller, WTOP News.
Stay vigilant. That is the advice of the FBI, offering folks across the country who are coping with the recent stretch of violence.
Information sharing is at the heart of a new push by the FBI to combat domestic violent extremism. It's the Domestic Terrorism Hate Crimes Fusion Cell. It was established in the spring to be a clearinghouse of intelligence that can be rapidly shared across all of the FBI's partner networks. Part of the process is getting the public to share information with them, regardless of whether it's physical or virtual. In a statement released over the weekend and being reinforced now, the FBI would like to hear from the public if they see something in person or online that may be an indicator of domestic terrorism. JJ Green, WTOP News.
And as police try to figure out a motive behind the shooting in Dayton, Ohio, it appears a Twitter account belonging to the shooter has some retweets of extreme left-wing and anti-police posts, as well as tweets supporting Antifa or anti-fascist protesters. CNN reports Connor Bett's most recent tweet was on Saturday, the day of the shooting. He retweeted a post saying, "Millennials have a message for the Joe Biden generation. Hurry up and die." He also retweeted messages supporting Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. That now suspended Twitter account also liked several tweets about the shooting in El Paso that left 22 dead. Coming up here on WTOP,
prosecutors say millions of dollars meant for victims of natural disasters nationwide was ripped off by two Maryland men in a massive online scheme. With more, I'm Michelle Batch.
1034.
When you drive with Uber, what moves you moves us. That's why we help drivers keep moving with support, in-app, in a local Greenlight hub, or by phone 24/7, to help them do what matters most to them in life.
What moves me? Well, that's a really big question. Right now, what moves me are the people who gave me everything in life, my parents. They're starting to get a little older, and they live with me now. So I help take care of them. And I do all the things they need me to do, just like they take care of me. I did all the things I needed when I was growing up. That's the most important thing. That's what moves me.
Uber. What moves you moves us. Get started with support when you sign up to drive with us at uber.com/drive. That's uber.com/drive. Experiences driving with Uber may vary.
At Select Auto Imports, you can save 33% on premium certified pre-owned and luxury cars. The only luxury Highline dealership in the entire Washington metropolitan area to have received Edmunds.com 5-Star Dealer of the Year award for the past 4 years in a row. Over 30 years in business. Over 19,000 happy clients. Isn't it about time you visited Select Auto Imports in Alexandria, Virginia? Select Auto Imports. Drive luxury for less and find out what drives you.
WTOP at 1036. Two men are accused of applying for disaster assistance money using stolen identities and then tricking the Federal Emergency Management Agency into paying them $8 million.
Odinaka Ikocha of Laurel and John Irogo of Upper Marlboro are charged with conspiracy to commit money laundering. Irogo is also charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Each could face decades in federal prison if convicted. According to a federal indictment, in 2017, the two applied online for critical needs assistance from FEMA using stolen personal information. They're also accused of using the same method to steal benefits such as disability and Social Security, as well as federal tax refunds. Michelle Bash, WTOP News.
There's a blood drive tomorrow being held in honor of a Prince William County official killed in a motorcycle crash last month. Andrew Negevsky was the county's public works manager. The blood drive is at the county's government complex, organized in part by the Prince William professional firefighters, since Negevsky's son works for that department. He was 53 years old. Hillary Clinton and her daughter Chelsea are teaming up for a book called The Book of Gutsy Women. It will honor everyone from scientist Marie Curie to climate activist Greta Thunberg. Set for release October 1st, it's the first time the former Secretary of State and presidential candidate has written a book with her daughter, although each has published several previous books separately. Coming up, what's an aerospace firm doing in the Chesapeake Bay? I'm Kate Ryan. That's after traffic and weather, 10:37.
One of the biggest issues for men over the age of 55 is ED. Newly introduced European technology is now available and has proven to be over 85% successful in treating ED. Here's Dr. Brown with Metro Men's Health and local top doctor for ED.
ED for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of ED is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow, which in return causes ED issues. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to rid those blood vessels of the plaque and scar tissue buildup and stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office, with no downtime, no medications, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Metro Men's Health today at 202-902-9000. That's 202-902-9000. Don't wait. Get the intimacy you deserve, naturally. Call Metro Men's Health today at 202-902-9000.
10:38.
For a limited time, get 10% off all electrical services at michaelandson.com. If you can, we can.
Traffic and weather on the 8s and when it breaks.
Watch for delays in Virginia on northbound at 95. Still seeing delays solid out of Fredericksburg heading into Stafford. There was an earlier wreck there near 630 in Stafford that was along the left side. There is now emergency work there. Also taking the left lane from that earlier crash. And this is keeping the delays on northbound Route 1 sticking around, as a lot of you are trying to use that as a bailout route. Westbound 66 before 28 in Centerville, the crash in the right lane. Eastbound at the Manassas Rest area, the work in the left lane. Also in Manassas, northbound 234, the Prince William Parkway near Clover Hill Road. It's a single lane getting by the crash. In Leesburg, Evergreen Mills Road, north of Black Branch Parkway. That crash has you under police direction. While southbound 395 from Washington Boulevard to Shirlington Circle, you lose the left lane with the work. Southbound George Washington Parkway after 123, the work in the right lane, and you'll find the delays approaching and passing 123. Interloop volume coming from the Dulles Toll Road heading toward the American Legion Bridge with nothing reported. On the Beltway, Interloop still seeing volume in Maryland coming from Route 1 at College Park toward Kenilworth Avenue. The earlier crash is gone. Outer loop is still slow from St. Barnabas Road toward Branch Avenue. This is a work zone taking the two right lanes. In the district, northbound I-295 near Laboratory Road, there had been some work there. That delay is easing. We are still seeing delays on southbound DC 295 approaching and passing East Capitol Street. Also delays northbound headed toward Eastern Avenue, where there may be some work set up, and delays on the eastbound freeway coming off of 395 across the 14th Street Bridge and the Case Bridge toward the 3rd Street Tunnel. Watch for any activity there. Don't miss the anniversary sale at Safeway going on now. Great low prices on the things your whole family will love. Look for qualifying tags in store. Shop the anniversary sale at Safeway. I'm Rita Kessler, WTOP Traffic.
The heat and humidity of summer continue. Today's high temperature expected to reach 90 degrees at National Airport. That'll be the 40th time this year that we've made it to 90 if we get there. 20 to 30% chance of an isolated thunderstorm this afternoon. On Wednesday, 73 in the morning, 92 Wednesday afternoon, but that comes with a 60% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. Storm chances drop back down to 20% for Thursday with a I'm Storm Team 4, meteorologist Chuck Bell for WTOP.
81 degrees outside the Glass Enclosed Nerve Center, brought to you by Patient First. Physicians, x-rays, lab tests, and prescription drugs. PatientFirst.com. WTOP now at 10:41. President Trump this morning is responding to a tweet by former President Barack Obama in the wake of the mass shootings.
One of the most surprising responses that we saw yesterday was from former President Barack Obama. He doesn't normally weigh in on stuff like this. We've got his quote there. He says, "We should soundly reject language coming out of the mouths of any of our leaders that feeds a climate of fear and hatred and normalizes racist sentiments." He never mentioned President Trump by name. He didn't have to. The president is responding to that this morning, saying George Bush never condemned President Obama after Sandy Hook.
That is ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega. Nobel Prize-winning author Toni Morrison has died. Her publisher says she died last night in New York at the age of 88. She was the first black woman to receive the Nobel Prize for Literature, awarded in 1993, the Swedish Academy hailing her use of language as her visionary force. Her novel Beloved, in which a mother makes a tragic choice to murder her baby to save her from slavery, won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 1988, was later made into a movie. A new provocation from North Korea.
For the fourth time in less than 2 weeks, North Korea has test-fired 2 more missiles that were launched from a southwestern province across the peninsula into the sea towards Japan. Pyongyang says they're in response to those US-South Korean military exercises, which are, quote, an undisguised denial and flagrant violation of agreements struck between the US and the North.
That's ABC's James Longman. Defense contractor Northrop Grumman is getting its feet wet to help get more oysters into the Chesapeake Bay.
The Virginia-based aerospace company is working with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and the Chesapeake Oyster Alliance in their goal to plant 10 billion oysters in the bay by 2025. To do that, they have to be able to see what's going on existing oyster